Welcome back, everybody. Let us talk about the Texas Rangers and let's look at their uh, their upcoming 2020 season. But let's talk about what record last year. Last year they finished 78 and 84. They were surprisingly third in the AL West. I think most people probably had them around fourth in that division. Uh, but uh, they had a surprisingly good year last year. Some really breakout talent come out of that team, and it looked like a really good young team. On the batting side, pitching side, not really that young. Uh, I think goal for the Rangers this year is I think they need to finish above 500. I think they have the talent to do that. Um, if some of their key guys can stay healthy, and if their starting pitchers uh, turn back the clock 5 years maybe, I think they'll be okay. Their starting rotation is pretty old. But key additions in the offseason, the biggest one was they signed they traded for Corey Kluber from the Indians. They lost the Shields and they lost somebody else. I can't think of his name. But I think it's a good move by him. Uh, Losing the Shields does hurt because he's really good on the base paths and he's all right defensively. But other than that, you kind of needed to get another starter, and I'm okay with them getting Corey Kluber. They also signed Robinson Chirinos, so he's going to probably be their full time catcher uh, to replace Jeff Mathis, who I think so. I think it's a good move because Mathis is getting up there in age. You really can't have that workload. He can't really carry the workload like he used to, but he's still a good defensive minded catcher. He can't swing the bat worth a damn. He lost all of his contact or what little he did have left. He lost, but he's really good defensively. And they also signed Todd Frazier in free agency. Now that filled up the third base spot uh, hole that they've been missing. They were trying to get Arenado. They were linked to him. That never happened. They made offers to Rendon. He turned it down to go to another team in division, the Angels. And is Frazier anywhere up to those two guys? No, but I think Frazier's a decent third baseman. He's on the decline now, but maybe he can have a surprisingly good year this year. Um, Key losses, like I said, they lost the Shields in the Kluber trade, which I think uh, is it's fine. Kind of had to give up something decent to get something that's on the downhill swing, and I'm okay with that trade. They lost to Nomar Mazara though, who was their big right fielder um, last year, I believe, lefty bat, who at some points looked pretty good last year. He can hit the ball really far, as in that one scenario where he hit the one, he pulled it to right field. What they say, 505 feet. Sure, didn't look like 505, but they labeled it as 505. So, um, but really, if you look at the depth chart now, where would Mazara play? I don't really know. Um, Stuff to look for, I think, this year is can Joey Gallo stay healthy? He only played 70 games last year, less than half the season. Is he going to be able to stay healthy this year? Because if he can, then you can guarantee most likely 30 plus homers, probably above 125 strikeouts. Actually, if I'm being honest, probably more than 150. He strikes out a lot. When you think of three outcome player, Joey Gallo is the first one that comes to mind. Um, can he stay healthy? Because if so, that was a big bet they missed last year in that lineup. Because when he makes contact with the ball goes flying. No matter if it's a ground out to third or a homer to dead center. Um, I think another thing to look out for is can the starting rotation hold up? Especially, can the pitching hold up, especially the starters? Because like I said, you got you just got Corey Kluber, who was not good, has not been good with the Indians the past couple of years, and he's been hurt. He's on the decline. At least that's what it's looking like. Mike Minor looked really good last year. And Lance Lynn looked pretty good in some parts last year. The top three, just off name alone, looks good. If this was, like I said, 4 years ago, it'd look really good. But it's not 4 years ago. And then the 4 or 5, Kyle Gibson, he's all right. Uh, he's a nice, consistent guy that you can have in the rotation. Doesn't really get hurt a lot, I think. Um, and the guy that's rounding out the rotations, Jordan Lyles. He's not good at all. Maybe I hope they can get an upgrade over him at some point in the throughout the season. I think players to look out for. I think Domingo Santana had a really good. Um, Santana had a really good. What's it called? Breakout year last year. Um, I mean, or not Domingo Santana, Danny Santana. I'm thinking the wrong one. I mean, 470 plus at bats. He had 283 batting average, almost 28 homers and 81 RBIs with 21 stolen bases. So right there, it shows that he can hit for contact, he can hit for power, and he can steal bases when he needs to. And he gets on base, got a 324 on base percentage, so he can. He's a really good guy that was performed last year, and we'll see this year if he can continue on that pace. Another guy I think to look out for is Willie Calhoun. Same with Santana, really good breakout year. With Calhoun, he didn't play as much as Santana did, but in Calhoun's 309 at bats, I mean, 21 homers, 48 RBIs, a 269 on base, or not on base, 269 batting average. Not bad for 309 at bats. If Calhoun can find more consistency in his playing time, I think he'll do really well in the this year. I think that's a guy I'm at least looking for to do really well. I mean, Jose Leclerc, I think, is going to probably be the closer throughout the year unless something dramatic happens. But I think the Rangers will probably finish fourth in that division. I mean, the Astros are probably still going to be the first. Uh, A's and Angels both got somewhat better, especially in the case of Angels, got way better, at least hitting wise, with Rendon in third. But Rangers didn't really do much. That, and I'm more concerned about that rotation. Is the rotation going to hold up through a whole 162 games? I would be surprised if it did. I really would. But I think the Rangers will finish fourth in the division. Um, so that's it. Let me know what you guys think about the Rangers. Do you think maybe they'll finish last? Do you think am I missing somebody that could be a breakout or comeback player of the year this year? Um, like this video if you liked it. Subscribe down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. Share this video with all your friends and buddies, and I will see you guys in the next video.